York to go to Junior's Cheesecake. So I'm thrilled to be able to present to you the award for Best Cake.
Thank you.
From myself and all of our voters, which is really awesome. And Alan Rosen is the man and his family, the family behind Junior's and Junior's Cheesecake that started, you're about to celebrate a birthday.
Well, 69 years election day.
Wow.
24 years here on QVC right about now.
That's awesome.
It started in 1995 here on QVC alone.
Wow.
But this is not a cheesecake.
No, it's
we
not.
Have layer cake.
It's a layer cake.
Best
so
cake.
You're going to choose, you're choosing between the Boston cream, and it's a 10-inch, 5-pound cake. It's designed to serve 20.
20
each one of these.
quarter-pound servings.
And
correct.
that is your beautiful Boston cream. And then we also have the Brooklyn Blackout. And these are cakes, mind you, not cheesecakes. These are cakes for $49.96. We have it on 3 easy payments of $16.65. I'm going to share with you immediately that the Boston cream sold out the last day it was presented.
Yes.
And when Alberti and I were getting prepared for this, he was like, no brainer, I'm going Boston cream. And I just started to laugh. I was like, both of us love both of them.
They're basically opposite cakes. So vanilla cake, a vanilla custard in each of the layers, a really generous layer of homemade, let me get a different fork for that. So you can see just how thick and just how creamy that homemade fudge is. As we're making these cakes, someone about 10 feet away from where our bakers are assembling these cakes, someone is blending this fudge. Maybe we cook the custard in-house. It's just a wonderful layer cake. As you said, it's 10 inches. It's 5 pounds of layer cake. So in order for a layer cake to weigh 5 pounds, it has to have lots of ingredients. Lots of fudge, lots of vanilla custard, and lots of moist cake.
I just took a really big bite. You know, I'm supposed to taste, not eat, and I always eat.
Let me just slide in front of you and slice one of these Brooklyn Blackout cakes. So now if you're more of a chocoholic.
No. Wait. I love the way this Boston cream cake tastes. It's light. There's a lightness to it. The yellow cake is so juicy and just so moist. And inside you said it's vanilla
Custard.
Vanilla custard, which is decadent and delicious. This is, I just want to share with you, because you're receiving 20 slices out of each cake, it's $2.50 a slice.
So delicious.
Big slice, Alan Rosen.
Yes,
wait,
big
that
slices.
chocolate is outrageous.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then we have this,
This is a Brooklyn Blackout.
Blackout cake.
So to take off on a very, memorable Brooklyn cake, but you have basically chocolate cake, chocolate custard. So it's not chocolate fudge. It's finished up with big chunks of chocolate cake. It's hard to see on the screen there, but it's really chunky chocolate.
What do you need to know? If you like chocolate,
Yes.
if you forego everything except chocolate, if you are like the person who buys the I Love Everything chocolate cards, this is absolutely for you. I'm having some.
So I have people in my house.
I faint.
There's
I
one
faint.
for that. My son's a chocolate guy.
That was incredible.
Chocolate freak. That's his cake.
Taste some of this.
Thank you.
Oh, heavens.
Okay, so the
You know
crumble.
who that chocolate lover is in your family. You know who they are. And if you want to surprise them and knock them off their feet, this Brooklyn Blackout is exactly that, a blackout.
Okay, we have an update.
We have an
for you.
update.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Who's going to get the update?
I'll do it.
Okay, go for it.
Take a bite.
All right.
If you want the Boston cream, I only have 600 to go around in the Boston cream.
Oh my
If you
gosh.
want the Blackout, I only have 300. And just to let you know, it was the Boston cream that sold out the last time.
That's why we made a little more.
That's why you made a little bit more. This is 5 pounds, 10 inches,
wait,
and easy to decorate. You could decorate the Boston cream, by the way.
You could buy those
You could decorate this
things
one
at the
too, right?
supermarket that say happy
Yes.
birthday and put them on top. But what's really great is you could keep this from now till Thanksgiving or to Christmas. But look what I just did to that cake. I pressed on it fairly hard, and it didn't break. It just sort of smushed down there. You can see that's how moist this cake is.
How big are these slices that are $2.50? Because
They're
they
quarter
seem
pound.
huge.
They're
a
quarter
quarter
pound.
pound slice.
Well-
Think about how much that costs when you go to a restaurant. Heavens, think about how much a slice would be if you just actually went to Junior's, because I know that price.
Yeah,
If
and
you
no,
go to
these two
Junior's,
flavors are not available in our restaurant, so please
Oh.
don't ask.
okay,
I apologize.
right? You're like,
They'll
don't
be-
drive into New
No,
York and ask for this.
This is only here at QVC.
Wow.
But again, it's all about that homemade fudge, that homemade custard, that homemade cake.
Both of these cakes, and you're describing them really, really well, Alan.
Yeah.
These cakes taste
Better than
better.
I
Better.
Thank you.
Better.
They taste
If it's
better
even
than
possible.
anything that you're imagining.
Yeah.
They are better. That's how good they are.
My food stylist Carol said right before the sale, she goes, "You haven't tried these yet, have you?" She goes, "They're delicious." So when Carol is styling all these different cakes and food products all day here, and she says, "This is my favorite,"
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know she means it because she doesn't have to say that.
Can I just say that I think that you have like 2 inches of frosting on this
This
Boston.
top,
chocolate,
it's not
yeah.
2
I mean,
because I
seriously.
don't want people writing me a letter and saying it's not 2.
Right.
But it's very thick.
It
I'll
is
cut you another
very
slice so
thick
you can
and
see.
very decadent. It is $49.96. And I know when you're buying a cake for those special occasions, certainly you could go to your local patisserie or grocery store and pay $50 for a cake, but I bet it won't be 10 inches. I bet it won't be 5 pounds. And what it won't be is a recipe that is from a family that has been a hit and a headliner and one of those iconic places you go to in New York when you go to New York. You visit and you're like, what am I going to do? I'm going to see the Statue of Liberty. I'm going to go to Junior's Cheesecake, and I'm going to go to Times Square. That's basically what you do. And so wherever you live across the country, consider this your ticket to New York to get what New Yorkers get. Let me give you an update. Boston cream, I only now have 200 left. I only have 200 left.
200?
The
I should
Brooklyn
start showing the other
Blackout,
one.
I
Yeah.
only have 100.
Oh.
You can show it, but this
I
is
guess I
this
should
is
just
the
start
winner
eating.
for best cake. And we have lots of cakes here at QVC. But tell us, Alan, what is it
I'll
about
tell
your
you what it is.
cakes that you bring to the table?
We have a legacy and a heritage of making cakes the same way your grandmother made them in 1950. My grandfather emigrated here. His first baker, Igor Peterson, immigrated here from Eastern Europe. They all brought these time-honored traditions and recipes for how we make cakes, and we literally have stuck with that ever since. I mean, our cheesecake recipe
keep
hasn't
talking, I'll
changed in
eat.
69 years.
Wow.
These recipes are time-honored traditions, whether it's a blackout cake or a Boston cream. It's made the same way I would make if I was baking for my family and friends at home.
I mean, whatever occasion, no occasion. When you bring out the Boston cream or the Blackout. Now, honestly, we haven't even touched on how much time it takes to make each one of these. And P.S. and by the way, we didn't touch on the Blackout because I just want to make sure someone knows the profile of the Blackout.
You got it. I'll cut it
because I
on
know we
but
just
what's
did that.
great is this. Imagine you sent this to somebody.
Yeah.
They could keep it in this box in their freezer for up to 6 months.
Wow.
Defrost overnight in your refrigerator, serve at room temperature, refreeze whatever you don't use. But imagine the gift this makes, the
Oh, it's
presentation.
incredible.
In this giant box that says Junior's, like you went to a restaurant, even though, as we discussed, you can't get it there.
I have fewer than 300 to go around in both of them. So, I mean, that's all I have left. So, will you remind us of the Blackout as
The Blackout,
we leave?
sure.
This is going to go.
Chocolate custard inside a chocolate layer cake with very big, chunky chocolate cake crumbs on top.
Okay, so if you're deciding if you like chocolate, just go with the Brooklyn Blackout. Like, that's your chocolate. I love the Boston cream because that gives you that decadent chocolate, but then cuts it with the vanilla cake.
I would
So
use